Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back. And before we get too far into this, remember, it is the morning. It is Tuesday, and it is another day to be thankful for. You have another opportunity to make the most of today. So with that being said, welcome back to another episode. It is day 188 of Dave's Daily D, Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave, who's got two thumbs and talks to himself on camera. Dave. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is just another day. I mean, it's a little sprinkly, it's a little cool, it's potentially gonna snow tomorrow in Ohio. You know, it's okay, Ohio. We still love you. You are round on both sides and high in the middle, Ohio. Ohio is very unique. And, you know, the Mother Nature, the weather in Ohio, she could be fickle. She could be a real pain. You know, she could get hangry. That's okay. We still love her. Back again with some more content here. Just thinking of myself as I'm going to the gym, work this morning. Just, you know, the constant grind, guys. Everybody has things that they want. Everybody has things that they want to accomplish. If we didn't, there wouldn't really be much purpose and much left here. And many of us, maybe we haven't thought about it. We're just kind of coasting through life, and we've kind of lost that purpose. We've lost that importance. And we have to kind of figure that out. And it's one of those things you have to think about, like, okay, what is it that I want? Like, what is it that bothers me? What is it that, like, when I go home at night and I lay down, what is on my mind? What bothers me? What keeps me up at night? And it could be many things. It could be, you know, where you're at as a, you know, as a person physically, where you're at as a person mentally. It could tie into where you're at in your career. It could tie into what are you doing with your life? What are you doing that you want to make a difference in some sort of way? What is it that you feel is not allowing you to feel complete at the end of the day, that is not allowing you to feel fulfilled, to where you can just lay down, close your eyes, and go to bed without any worry, without any regret, without any just lack of fulfillment, to where you're just like, man, I mailed it in today and I did not, you know, I do not feel like I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. I am not accomplishing anything. I'm just kind of coasting through, living life, just letting it pass me by. Those are some things to think about. I look at myself, there's always more that I could be doing. I am never satisfied. I always want more when it comes to doing things. I always want to do more in the gym. I always want to see more growth, and I'm seeing more growth as I go. Just looking in the mirror, each workout, it just feels nice. You hear people like mention it, and you're like, well, I want more. Like, I need more. And it's not to a point like, okay, it's like, you know, absurd. It's, you know, it's a driven nature that you want more out of yourself. You want more out of the things that you're doing. Even in career and like things like that, just what more can I learn? What more can I, you know, take on to make myself more valuable, to have more, you know, leverage in anything? Just all those things. It's a driven thought. Not everybody, I don't want to say not everybody possesses it, but not everybody possesses it as easily as others. Some people are very driven. I am a very driven person, but there are people that are even more propelled as me. There are people that just go out there and get it done. They don't overthink it as much. They just execute. They just look at it and say, yeah, you know what, we're going to figure it out. I'll figure it out in most aspects, but there's times where, like, okay, I will ask somebody that is in my field, or ask somebody that is in, you know, tied to me, or that I know, like, for maybe a little advice, just for a little outlook or perception. Okay, am I looking at this, you know, the right way? Is there some better way that I could go about it? There's other people out there, and it could be a blessing or a curse, depending on who you are in the situation. Every situation is different. One might work and the next might not, but it'd be one of those where, you know, it could hold you back if you're looking for, you know, somebody else's guidance or somebody else's opinion or perception. but it could also be very, very beneficial that you cannot run into something head on, that you step back and think about it before you do something. So it's another big thing is that don't run into anything head on. Like, always be moving forward, always be trying to, reach that next goal, working towards that milestone, having something to work for, something to wake up for. But don't rush into a situation and put everything into it, before you're ready. Work into things like me. It's not like I quit my job, that I just said, hey, you know what? This thing's going to take off eventually. Let's just, put everything into it and not work anymore. So that'd be silly. Like, I'm not making money on this. That would be, a terrible idea for me to do. It would be detrimental to everything around me, to the people around me that count on me, to my dogs. Like, there's so many people that count on me. I mean, even the people at the office, like what I do at the office, like there's a lot of things in a lot of areas that people count on me, that if I just, quit my job and didn't have a source of income, there's a lot of things that would fall apart. And there are times where people have the situation where they can, all right, I'm dedicating, like I can make this, and they, all right, I'm done, I'm working, or I'm going to work part-time, and I'm going to go try, whatever they have to do. Like, those situations do happen, but for me right now, there's no way, rhyme or reason, that, okay, if I quit my job today and make videos, like, I can't sustain for that to take off quick enough. It won't work out. So being, aware of what you should be doing and how to get there. So I didn't quit my job to do this. I am, dedicating time, making sure that I have time for the gym. I have time for my career in insurance as an advisor. I have time before and after work, or one or the other, each day to put a video out. Like, I look at a 24-hour day, every single day, and I'm very complex. So many of you might not be, some of you might, and you can relate. If you do, let me know. But I look at a 24-hour day, and I'm looking at it like a pie. Like, okay, well, I already slept. I do 5 to 6 hours usually. I don't need as much sleep. I'm high energy. I don't need it. There might be a day once a month where I might sleep more or crash, or, take a nap on a weekend, something. But I can consistently run on, 3 hours of sleep. It's not healthy, but I can do it. So I do 5 to 6 usually, on average. So, I lose 5 to 6 hours sleeping each day. And then I'm thinking about, okay, time to get up and, situate the dogs, take care of the dogs, get ready for work, shower, things like that. Commute to the gym and work, commute home, dinner, walk the dogs, sometimes morning and night, sometimes one or the other, and then whatever else I'm going to do, unwind. Like, how much time do you actually have? Are you utilizing it? At the same time, not overdoing it to the point that you make sure you still slow down and appreciate things, like that you're not completely, slamming yourself into a situation to where, you burn out and you're overdoing it to the point that you can't, enjoy life. Like, there's a fine line. You don't want to be the person who's miserable because you're just grinding and grinding and grinding, and you're unhappy because you're not enjoying or appreciating. Like, you have to make sure that what you're doing is what you want to be doing, that you appreciate what you're doing, that you love it. And if you don't, then you got to evaluate and look at what you're doing and make sure, like, okay, this is what I want. There was another thing that this whole video wasn't even going to talk about. I didn't even start talking about it. So very, very funny how things take off in different directions. I was thinking of myself in regards to, and I don't even think this is a real topic. Like, last night I talked about, I touched on it, not listening to what other people have to say, like positive or negative, like not putting, too much weight on those things. I was kind of focused in my mirrors. I had a state highway that just got finished pulling over a semi. He was lingering, but he was looking to get over to pull into one of those mid sections to wait to nab him another one. So we're all good now. So my attention, my gaze was averted. Yeah, look at me I'm looking at you again. But yeah, I think I touched on last night with, like, you know, not needing gratification, not needing instant gratification, not needing to hear somebody, you know, give you praise, or not allowing, you know, any negative comments or anybody else who has something to say, not giving it the weight to say, hey, you know what you said just affected me in a positive or negative way. You set yourself up for failure, because if you're not getting the praise, then you feel down because you're not hearing it, because you rely on it. But if you're allowing praise to affect you in a positive way, then as soon as you read it, and trust me, anything you do, as you get better, as you get bigger, there's going to be more people that are going to have something to say, because they don't know, they're not in your shoes. Everybody is a critic. Everybody wants to have something to say about something. Even myself, like, I used to criticize a lot more. I don't as much now, but I still do. But I definitely have a bigger respect and a bigger awareness. Okay, like when I was a teenager, I used to look at, like, supervisors and managers. I used to think to myself, like, what are they doing right now? Like, they're doing this, you know, what are they, why am I doing this and they're doing that? Like, okay, they're doing this for a reason. Like, they are in the position they are because they were great, because they were put there for a reason. You know, that doesn't mean that all supervisors and managers are always doing something, but, like, there's a misconception that we all have where we're looking at somebody and we're criticizing, like, hey, what are they doing right now? And I overthink in everything I do, to where when I'm a manager, or when I'm a supervisor, when I'm doing things, like, I've been in some, like, in my current place, very laid back situation. I've been in laid back jobs, and I feel tension to where I'm like, okay, if I'm talking to this person, or if I'm doing this, like, am I going to get in trouble? Like, are they going to think that I'm not doing my job, or this or that? When that thought's not even crossing everybody's mind, like, hey, as long as you're doing your thing, you know, you're good. You know, as long as you're executing, as long as you're, you know, putting your effort and you're getting things done. But to me, I'm always looking at, like, okay, how does this look like? Do they, like, that 1 second that you're, you know, looking at your phone or something, that 1 second that you're doing something else, what do they think? And I overthink that. And that's because, like, when I was in the water park business, like, to go up and go to talk to somebody while they're guarding a pool, okay, they don't want you to do that because that's a distraction. Like, go clean, go do something if you're not, you know, if you're not on a pool right now, or on a body of water. And, like, it translated to everything. It was like, hey, stay working, stay busy. And I think it translated to everything. Like, even when I worked at Whirlpool, when I was in the factory business, like, I thought to myself, like, if I wasn't on the line doing something, like, what do they think that I'm doing? Like, the other people on their line. And you've seen it, like, where people are like, okay, well, why is he off the line? What is he doing right now? But it's a matter of, you know, making, you know, everything is perception, and you can portray that perception by, you know, working hard and also doing more. So, like, when I was in the factory, like, if I was off the line, I would do the best I could at, you know, staying busy cleaning. If I saw that there was an issue, I'd jump on, I'd run over and try to help fix the issue. I wasn't lollygag on it. If people needed a bathroom break or needed water, like, I was on it, things like that. So, you know, I'm not extremely satisfied with what this video is, because it kind of was all over the place, but, you know, there's nuggets of information in it. We'll bring another video this evening that's a little more direct. I guess this morning I'm just kind of all over, but hey, I'll take it. It's some content out there. We'll get to the more direct this evening. I don't want to go too far into this, because if I get past this 15-minute mark, Instagram's probably going to be a pain in the butt. So I appreciate you guys watching another video. I will follow up after the gym this evening. Hopefully everybody makes the best of today. Remember, wake up, be thankful that you have another opportunity. Remember, two most important things after you wake up: thankful, time, energy, and passion, and the things that are going to help you be successful. Number 2, time, energy, and passion, things that are going to help you grow. If you do both of those things, no reason you can't move forward and be great. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to another day. I am out. Beat me up, Scotty.